So my job as somebody who just does, you would just think like, bitch, you just work in admin and healthcare. Like, answer the phone, fucking submit your claims, whatever. It is so much more than that. It is so disheartening. These conversations I'm having with these people who are, first of all, completely confused, overwhelmed, don't understand. And I am not a trained social worker. I can help them. And they call because they trust me. And I can help them as much as I can, but I don't work for the government. I'm not a social worker. I don't work for the insurance companies. And I do as much as I can, but this job is just emotionally breaking me the fuck down. And people don't understand. They think I'm like intense and like constantly like putting everything that happens in the world in a political view, but it comes down to it literally is a conversation and a feeling, and it affects me through our patients and their coverage or lack thereof. It affects me personally, emotionally, every fucking day. And maybe there are people out there in healthcare who can tuck that away. I'm just not that person. I'm not built that way. I am built in a way that I take it very hard, even if it's not necessarily me. I take that really seriously, what is happening to these people, to all people. And I just don't even know where to go from here. I don't know what to tell them. I don't know what to say. I feel like I need fucking therapy. Because when you work in the healthcare field and you are clinical staff, you don't give a fuck about any of the administrative portion of it. You are there, you've got a schedule, you've got a patient, the patient has needs, you meet the needs as best you can for their best interest, and then you send them on their way to the front desk. And you would think that the clinical portion is the hardest, and I agree in some ways, but in other ways, I'm having some really hard conversations with people. Clinical staff have a very direct job. Patient has toothache, patient needs X, patient needs Y, patient receives what patient needs. Now, that's where I step in. Patient doesn't have coverage for what patient needed. Patient can't afford. It is so emotionally draining, and I don't know how. I've been doing this for about 9 years now, and I don't know if I can do this forever. I don't know if I can constantly be the bearer of bad news and have to tell people that what they need isn't covered. And as a small private practice, we do our best to be able to accommodate, but we're also a small practice of people who also have families and need to survive. So the mindfuckery is real. So healthcare administrators, specifically for small privately owned practices, I see you. And I know how much you care, because you wouldn't be doing this job unless you fucking cared, because it is not for the weak at heart. You can't just show up to this job for just pay, do it and go home. It's not possible. You are in a position that you have to get people the care that they need, but also make sure that the practice stays afloat so that we can continue to be there to meet the needs of our patients. But also, while trying to not financially destroy a person's life, it is the amount of angles that healthcare administrators, specifically small practices. I've never worked for corporate medicine, never would. The emotions are real. These are people that we see multiple times a year. And it's hard. I don't have any answers. I just wanted to tell healthcare administrators I see you, and keep it up, because without us, these people wouldn't be getting the care that they need. So keep pushing for your patients. And things are going to be really difficult next year. I am mentally trying to prepare already with the phone calls that I'm getting about the changes in the Medicare and Medicaid plans. People are freaking out. And when people freak out and patients freak out, it comes out onto us first, because clinical staff are able to remove themselves from that, but we aren't. So keep it up, and let's keep each other informed on what's going on, because you can't trust the government to do it. So maybe we can come together and do our best for the better of our patients.